Team of the season for NHL 24 is right around the corner, and in this video I'm going to give you everything that you need to know to prepare for the event, as well as what to expect from this year's Team of the season. So to catch everyone up, let's turn the lights back on and go back to NHL 23 and take a look at Team of the season and how it operated. Number one, the worst card art that we've ever had from an event potentially, which was super concerning considering this is the most important event of the year. But for anyone that hasn't played this game, or maybe you haven't played in a few years, Team of the Season operates a lot like Team of the Year. These cards will match their highest overall. So for example, let's say Tim Stützle is a 92 overall when Team of the Season launches. If a 93 Team of the Week card comes out, or Live Moments card, his Team of the Season card will upgrade for free to match that highest overall rating. They also come with multiple customizable synergies, which will work a lot like Team of the Year, where you'll get +3 to that synergy. They also come with the most meta or best abilities that player can get, depending on their playstyle. And like I said, they're among the best cards in the game, just given the time frame of when these come out. We're near the end of the game. Team of the Season is their last big event, so expect these things to be absolutely nuts. Now, when it comes to what cards will be included in Team of the Season, if we go back to NHL 23, we had the Young Stars Team of the Season, which was basically any player under the age of 23. Then we had the European Team of the Season, so this is any player that's from Europe. There was a full European Team of the Season, the North American Team of the Season, which will include anyone from North America, and then finally a Community Team of the Season, which was essentially players that we got to vote on that would receive Team of the Season cards that would upgrade for the remainder of the year. Now, how they get selected is mostly based on their offensive output, essentially almost all of it. So if you go to the leaders in the NHL, you can kind of get a good glimpse of who is going to get a Team of the Season card. So for like the North American Team of the Season, we can all but assume that Nathan MacKinnon, Connor McDavid, JT Miller, as well as Austin Matthews and Sam Reinhart, they're pretty much all locks. When it comes to the European one, remember they do include players from European leagues, so it isn't like it's the top 20 European NHL players, so keep that in mind. The next thing I want to talk about is preparing for Team of the Season. And the best way that you can prepare for Team of the Season is to own that player, and the best way to prepare for Team of the Season is to own a player's X Factor card or Master Set player. Those are really the only two ways to guarantee yourself one of these cards when the event launches, unless there is a drastic change to the event, and I will cover that when the event drops. But for example, in NHL 23, Quinn Hughes' spreadsheet hockey card came out. It was an 89 overall, and it required you to make 29 Team of the Season collectibles, but that guaranteed you Team of the Season Quinn Hughes. In years past, there has not been a way to guarantee what Team of the Season card you are making, meaning that there will not be a Connor McDavid Team of the Season card set that you can just make for, an infinite amount of collectibles. You will have to pull a choice pack and get lucky. Alternatively, it would be to have the highest upgraded X Factor, which would then provide you with the rest of the value needed to complete that Team of the Season player item. Now, when it comes to the cost of the Team of the Season cards, we can only assume it's going to operate like the fantasy event or the Team of the Year event, which effectively made all of the collectibles for that event 1-to-1 with the cost for power-up collectibles, meaning that if you traded in an 89 overall player item, it would net you 5 Team of the Season collectibles. Now, when it comes to trading in Master Set players and X Factor items for the players that get Team of the Season, here is how it worked in Team of the Year, and I expect it to be the exact same with Team of the Season. Let's take Artemi Panarin, for example. He is more than likely going to get a Europe Team of the Season player item. Now, you are going to have to trade in his highest rated X Factor tier, which at this point would be a 94 overall. Along the path, it would cost you 23 power-up collectibles to get to his 94 overall. Now, the remaining cost is almost 1-for-1 what it will be in terms of power-up collectibles to get to 99. If we take a look at Nick Suzuki, for him to go from 94 all the way to 99, it's going to run you 26 more power-up collectibles. Now, that last tier to 99 looks like they might shave a little bit of a discount off, but that is what I would go in preparing for. So if you have a 94 overall X Factor or even a Master Set player, and you want to know the cost to get him on top of having this upgraded card already, from 94 to 99, it's going to be about 20 to 22 power-up collectible. It's going to be about 20 to 22 power-up collectibles in value to get their Team of the Season card. It is still going to be very expensive. You are essentially paying for the 99 up front as opposed to paying for it as you go like you do with X Factors. There isn't really a massive discount at all. You're basically just paying for convenience and obviously a better card item in most cases. The same thing goes for Master Set players, like I said. So players like Austin Matthews, who is more than likely going to get a Team of the Season card, if you have his 94 HUD Elites item, it is going to be roughly the same cost 1-for-1 if you had, let's say, Artemi Panarin's 94 overall X Factor item. You are still going to have to pay the remaining cost to get him to 99 in the Team of the Season sets, but it will be all up front, and then you don't have to worry about it for the remainder of the year. But the HUD Elites event does have a lot of the players that are more than likely going to get Team of the Season cards, like Nikita Kucherov, who is an absolute slam dunk. So if you have objectives to complete, or you've already upgraded these cards, then understand that you are going to be able to get a little bit of a discount, although it's not technically a discount. You've just already essentially made half of the set to get Team of the Season cards for each of these items. Now, when it comes to the release date of Team of the Season, a lot of the signs point to this Friday. March 15th is the release of Team of the Season for this year. It is usually 4 weeks long. However, I would like to point out that the season runs a little bit longer this year, all the way to April 18th, meaning that on April 19th, it is a Friday. It aligns with a new event. So there is a strong possibility that we get one more event before Team of the Season. So just keep that in mind. The last thing I want to bring up, and this is for anyone that owns Team of the Year cards. So if you have, let's say, Connor McDavid's Team of the Year or Nathan McKinnon's, and they get Team of the Season player items, which they will offer you a 1-for-1 trade-in set, meaning that you can trade in that Team of the Year version, and you will get back this card as well as the Team of the Season version. So if you like the abilities more or the synergy lineup, whatever it is, you can get that card back for free. Now, if you put it in tradable, it will come out untradeable. So just keep that in mind. But if you have them all untradeable, if they offer this set again, it is a absolute no-brainer. You basically get an extra card you can trade in and use for different sets later on in the year. Now, the biggest change I hope for in NHL 24's Team of the Season is that I hope you can find a way to choose who you want to make, as opposed to just doing the random trade-in set and you getting a choice pack and having to hope and pray you get the card that you want. It is one of the worst changes that they've done to content for Team of the Season over the last few years. And the only way, like I said, to acquire cards that you want specifically is they would have to have a Master Set player or an X Factor card that you've maxed out already. So I hope this helps prepare you for Team of the Season. Once it drops, I'll have a full video and explainer giving you the best tips and ways to get after the cards that you want. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.